We are live. Hey, listen, what a day today was. What a day today was. Um, if you if you did not see my interview this morning with the amazing Otis Winston, um, listen, it was it was off the chains. Is that how they say it? Off the hook. It was unbelievable. So Otis Winston was my guest this morning, and Otis was the Theodora. Hey, Larry Schneider. I think the internet's running slow tonight. Um, so this morning I had Otis Winston on. Hey, Andrew. Otis was the captain of the Ohio State University um, basketball team and the captain of the track team. And now he's an actor that's been in, I think, more than 10 movies and television shows. Hey, Stephanie. Steph. I'm so used to calling you Steph. Larry, thank you for sharing. So, hey, do me a solid here. Drop a 1 in the comments if you saw the interview this morning with Otis, and drop a 2 if you have not yet seen it. And be honest now. Be honest. I'm not going to judge you. I know we're busy. We don't have time to watch Break Through Walls all the time, which you should be the number one priority in your life besides God. But I'm just saying. Steph, I love you too. You're amazing. You're a rock star. So you've not seen it yet. All right. So listen, I got to tell you something. Scott Ricard is in the house. Scott saw the interview. Scott, tell me something. Did it impact you in an unbelievable way, positively? Because Otis is, man, I'm telling you, you haven't seen it yet. Listen, as you guys know, I don't know if all of you know. I don't know if all of you know. Listen, I don't go back and watch my interviews. I just don't have the time. I don't have the bandwidth to do it. And I went back and not only watched it once, I was rewinding parts of it and watching it over and over again. I have to say, man, I hope nobody else that I've interviewed takes offense. I love every single person that I've interviewed, but I think that it's number one. I honestly, Otis spit so much gold in this interview. I have it queued up. If you guys would like to see just this one little section, I'll show it to you right now. If you want to see it, just let me know. Just let me know. Scott, excuse me. Yes, definitely one of the best interviews I've ever had. The guy spoke from his heart, talked about what God has done for him, and it was. I am telling you, if you are, if you ever find yourself in a place of um, being a victim, and look, we've all been there. We're all allowed to be a victim, if you want to be. I know I have many times in my life. If you've ever found yourself not knowing what the next step is, if you've ever found yourself wondering if God has a plan for you, you've got to watch the interview with Otis Winston that I did this morning. It was amazing. I mean, it was mind-boggling amazing. It was like God was on there with us. It was absolutely amazing. Hey, Gian, is it Gian? Good to see you. Thank you for watching. I'm going to play it right now. We'll jump out here to watch it all. Okay? You can do that for sure. It's worth the investment of time, I promise you. I promise you. There were people in the comments typing that they were crying. There were a couple of times where I just felt it was incredible. And then tomorrow, so my family and I have been going to, well, we've only gone twice to a new church because we really connected with the pastor of this church. Not a thing in the world wrong with the church we've been going to. We love everybody there, and we will more than likely be there off and on. But this new church is I can't explain it. There's something incredibly powerful going on there. And hey, Jay Fox, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Jay Fox, nationally syndicated radio guy, is watching me. Now, that's amazing. I'm grateful to have you here, bro. So Pastor Mark Condon, Condon, is the pastor of the church, and he's got this fire burning. You can feel it being in his presence. And like, I have him on the show tomorrow. And I called him today and I said, Pastor Mark, I just interviewed somebody today, Otis Winston, that set the bar incredibly high for you. I'm telling you, man, it was unbelievable. So I highly recommend that you watch this. If you guys want, I have it queued up. I'll play a little portion of it if you'd like to see it. If you say, just drop a number 3 in the comments if you'd like me to play a little portion of it right now. And if not, that's okay. I get it. Look at, we got people all over the Philippines watching. Hey, Violetta, Tammy, yes, it was crazy. It was so good. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Samuel says your interview with Otis this morning was a movie in the it really truly was. I'm not. It just kept giving and giving and giving and giving. And Otis is amazing. All right, I've got a bunch of 3s. I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it like it's hot. Hang on, let me share my screen. I'm going to go to this tab, and then I'm going to go over here and share. There we go. And then I'm going to go full screen. And here we go. Check this out. Is Pam Aubrey on here? Is Pam on here? Pam. All right, I'm going to play a little bit of this and enjoy this. I'm telling you, take it in. It's incredible. Here we go. I'm going to play it right now.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you, do you feel because there are people that hear that negative talk from people. They hear negative talk, being told they're not good enough, they're worthless, they're whatever, and they buy it and they believe it, mm-hmm. and they stay stuck. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like lucky? Do you feel like God blessed you more than he would be willing to bless somebody else? What do you feel like the flip was for you? There's something there. There's a switch that apparently turns on.
I think God blesses us all.
Yeah.
I think a lot of us just choose to listen. You either choose to listen to the good or the bad. I chose to believe in me. I've always chose to believe in me. No matter what anybody has ever said about me, I always chose to believe what God has said I can do.
Wow.
So you can say, even with my acting, they told me I'll never be able to do it from Columbus, Ohio. I said, okay, that's what y'all said. But now here I am, 10 films in, without an agent, without a manager, and I'm getting
Wow.
speaking roles. So when you tell me I can't do something, I'll show you how big my God is,
Mm.
because he makes me able to do that.
Wow.
He takes the foolish things. I completely believe that I was one of the foolish things. Here I am, a kid from the projects of Youngstown, Ohio, who couldn't speak,
Had a stutter.
had a stutter, overlooked, talked about, laughed at, told he wasn't good enough, told he sucked.
Mm.
But I was the one that I feel that I believed what God had on my life, all my life. I believed there was something unique inside of me. And no
Wow.
one could ever take that away, no matter how hard times got. I will always look within.
So that's just a tiny, tiny, tiny portion of the interview. And like this dude he talks about walking into middle school, 6th grade. He's the only black kid in, like, going to try out for the basketball team. And he said the coach looked at him like, we got a player here. And he completely bombed. And the coach went over and told him, you suck. And you're not playing basketball here. So he said, I went home and I told my mom. I was really upset. And I forget how he puts it. You'll have to watch it, but his mom changed his life in that moment. Yeah, Tammy says his mom said, no, his mom said, well, did you? and he said, well, yeah, but he shouldn't have said that. Like, he's like, she goes, look, you can take that. You can take what he said and let it define you, or you can take what he said and let it motivate you. And he said, I got the calendar out. I circled the date for the next tryout for 7th grade. And I practiced and worked every single day. That following year, I went in and I was the number one, the best player in that entire gymnasium, and continued to be all the way through high school. And in his freshman year was playing varsity. Went on to play for the Ohio State University Buckeye men's basketball team, became the captain, I don't know if it's A or the captain of the team his senior year. And he was a starter by his junior year. And like, his story is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So I highly recommend it. That's number one. And number two, I have Pastor Mark Condon coming on tomorrow. You guys will be equally blown away by Pastor Mark. He is such an amazing, caring, loving human being. When I had COVID, and for those of you that followed me on that ridiculous journey, man, there were some times where I thought, I am not going to get through this. There were a couple of times when I was scared. And Pastor Mark texted me almost every day asking how I was doing. Texted me saying that, he was praying for me. And then at one point he called me and we talked, and he prayed for me over the phone. Which is just amazing. And I know, Stephanie, I know that you prayed for me, and I thank everybody that did, because the prayers were definitely answered. Otis needs to use his story as a short documentary. He can tell his story and use his acting skills together. It just was, even how he got into acting just how he got into acting and how he's just a leader in everything that he does. Like, anyway, back to Pastor Mark, and he's just an incredible human being. And I have some really long-term friends that I found out are going to his church too. That's how I found out about the church, was through one of my friends or something. I forget how. Uh, um, no, it was when I had the book signing book thing with Judge Ken Starr, when I hosted him to come to town when he came to town. Um, and I met Pastor Mark there, and I found out that a couple of my friends go to church at his church, and so he'll be amazing tomorrow. You guys gotta check that out. So I'm just I gotta tell you, with each and every day that passes by, and the more I do this show, the more people I interview, um, the more I hear other people's stories of defeat and triumph, like Otis Winston's story today. It literally boggles my mind. It makes me unbelievably grateful for the people that God has put in my life. So many amazing people are in my life. Glenn Morshower, I love you, brother. He's been a life changer for me. The not just Glenn, Doug Wing. Love you, Doug. I love each and every one of you on here. I am so filled with gratitude for the people in my life, and my wife and my two daughters, and just everything going on, and to be able to have my dear friend now, who we've been friends for years on Facebook, Mindy Dreyer, who was the anchor woman for NBC here, the weekend anchor for years, 20 years or 18 years, something like that. And then she invites me to come and be a radio co-host with her on her one of her radio shows. And then she's become a good friend. She referred Otis to me. She interviewed him on. She's also an anchor for I don't know if it's an anchor, but she's a host at least. I don't know what the official term is, but she does the news on Spectrum cable news network here in Columbus, Ohio. And she's amazing. And she interviewed Otis, and then she texted me and said, "You got to check out this interview I did with Otis Winston." I go, "Who's that?" Sorry, Otis, if you're watching, bro. I freaking love you, dude. Like your energy is, but I didn't know who he was. I don't watch basketball. Honestly, I love to play basketball, but I'd rather watch paint dry than watch a basketball game. And I told Otis that I'm like, I can't watch basketball, not on TV. But I did not know who he was, and now Mindy connected us and connected me with C. Grant, who played for the Ohio State football team, and in the 0-2 championship game, C. Grant performed the winning quarterback sack so that Ohio State won the national championship against Miami of Florida. And I talk to C at least a couple times a week now. Today I've been texting with Otis, and I'm helping him with some things now to help him get his message out more. And I love being able to be in a position where I can help other people tell their story, get it out there, because like people like Otis, people like Pastor Mark, people like C. Grant, people like Mindy Dreyer, these folks have stories that are I mean, everybody that's been on my show, we all have a story. And to have the blessing, the gift to be able to help someone navigate through that and share it with the world and change hundreds, maybe thousands. Maybe someday I'll be in the millions, but to be able to change so many lives, you've got a guy that's reached the pinnacles of life, like being in the captain of the Ohio State men's basketball team, the captain of the track team also while he was there, and then to go on and play professional basketball in Russia, and to come back and the things that he tells in his story, and stands up the Dallas Mavericks and the Detroit Pistons and doesn't go for the tryouts. Like, he just blows it off. And then he's like, but he gives all the glory to God. And he says, God turned my life right side up. He's, it was just absolutely the way he describes it, losing his job at a bank, making six figures, and then his ex-wife filing divorce papers. Both of those things happen in the same week. And he said, he said, I stood back and I went, okay, I'm going to church. I'm paying my tithe. I'm doing all the right things. Why is this happening to me? And he said, and it was like God took my life and turned it right side up, because it was the wrong side up. I was married to a woman I wasn't supposed to be married to. He said, I was in a job I wasn't supposed to be in, and God turned my life right side up. And then he got into acting, and it happened by the grace of and the hand of God. I am telling you, the way that it went down, there's no other explanation. It's incredible. Hey, Darlene, how you doing? Good to see you. You were on that interview today. I saw you in the comments. So, like, Pam Aubrey, yes, God turned my life. That was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. And so let's see Ryan Austin, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Tammy says, I have a great interview for you. My pal Hal Eisner, award-winning journalist for Fox News. Connect us. That would be awesome. I'd love to chat with him about being on. Jay says, your gift from God, Ken, is your humility and your kindness. You turned your life around, and look at the rewards he's poured upon you. Amen, dude. I'm blessed and I'm grateful. Like Grant Cardone says, people say, God bless you. He says, he has blessed me, and now I'm proving it. And I'm proving it. That's my mission, is to show the world, prove to the world that God has blessed me, and he can bless anybody. You just got to receive it. Mindy's the kind of person we'd want as a kid sister. I know. She's such an incredible friend and genuine person. She really is. She's amazing. Absolutely amazing. It was incredible. Yes, it was incredible. Good things do happen to good people. Jamie Green, the Solar Queen. There is another absolutely amazing human right there. If you guys aren't following Jamie, stop that. Follow her right now. She is one of my favorite humans on this planet. Talk about somebody with a really pure and good heart. That's Jamie Green. Follow her for sure. Bruce says, you saved my life, Ken. Bruce, I genuinely appreciate you saying that. I believe that you saved your life. I believe that God used me as the delivery mechanism. That's it. God and you worked that out. I don't feel like I can save anyone's life, and I don't feel like I can destroy anyone's life. That's totally on you and God, not me. But thank you for saying that, brother. I really appreciate you. Jamie says, yes, receive the blessing and be the blessing to others. Amen. Exactly. Hope says, oh, hey, Hope. Good to see you. So look, go watch the interview with Otis from this morning. Go watch it. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's on LinkedIn. It's on Twitter. It's on 5 different Facebook pages, including my personal page. Okay, you pushed me across the finish line to get sober. God bless you, brother. Good for you, man. I'm really happy to hear that that's working for you, because most people that drank like I did, for those of you that don't know, I'm a recovered alcoholic with more than 19 years sober now, and that's not my natural state. My natural state back then was I just need another drink. So anybody that can pull the plug on that, my hat's off to you, bro. It's called surrendering to God. Surrendering. That is definitely what has to happen to get sober. You have to surrender. Pam, I ranked it a little bit ago before you got on. I ranked it as my number 1 interview. And I think a couple of other people ranked it at number 1 before I ever said a word about what it was ranked. Otis Winston is a, he has got a story and a gift and a way to deliver. He's got the chops to deliver it. And it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. It's if you didn't see it from the very beginning, do yourself this isn't for me. I like hundreds or thousands of people will watch that anyway. This is for you. I've already watched it. So I said this earlier if you weren't here. I never go watch my interview. I don't have the bandwidth. I don't have the time to do it. I just don't. So I don't watch my interviews over the replays. I watched this one, the full thing, all the way through. And I even went back and rewound a few parts, several parts of it. I kept going back. There was a couple of parts I went back 2 or 3 times because I'm like, man, I just got to get that. I got to get the essence of how he's saying that and what he's saying. And I've never done that with an interview. I'm like, I'm sitting here doing that like on my computer even while I'm working. And I'm like, I literally said out loud, why am I so blown away by this interview? I mean, it was incredible, but like, why am I like, just seriously check it out. There were people in the comments saying they were crying. Oh, Undercover Billionaire is so good. Wait till you get to season 2 with Grant Cardone and what he does. Oh my gosh. It was absolutely incredible. Jay says, you started me on the path to healing when you introduced me to Dr. Laura. There is another blessing you sent my way. You are fine-tuned to your world. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm glad that you're on the path to healing. And Laura she stepped off of God's right hand into this world. She's an amazing lady. Samuel says, agreed. Jamie says, whoa, that's incredible. I caught about 15 minutes of the tail end. It was unbelievable. It was absolutely unbelievable. Yeah, I started replay. I know it's crazy. It was absolutely unbelievable. And now there's a lot of you that I've interviewed that are watching. Please take no offense. You were incredible, I'm sure. If you weren't incredible, just check Apple Podcasts and you'll see that you're not on there. Watch, now I forgot one of my best ones, and I'm kidding. Oh, Joe Soto, my brother, how you doing, dude? I am telling you, don't do yourself the disservice of not watching Otis Winston's interview with me this morning. I can't even put it in words. Serious. Scott Ricard says, I'm going to watch it again because it was that powerful. It really was. Otis Winston and Jeremy Tyler Finley need to connect. Awesome. I don't know who Jeremy Tyler Finley is. Finlay or Finley. Can't wait for it's so good. Oh my gosh. Season 1 with Glenn Stern was awesome too. An interview is simply a great conversation with friends. Yes. I just connected you with my pal Hal on DM. Well, thank you, Tammy. I'll check that out. I appreciate that. She's laughing at my comment about. Here's the other thing. Apple only holds, they only go back 200 or 250 episodes, and I'm over 400 episodes now. So if you're not on there, it's probably because they pushed you off. So not my fault. It's on YouTube and Facebook. It's everywhere. I think we just heard a story that is better than Forrest Gump. It was so good. So good. Mark Rodriguez, dude, man, you have been on my mind and in my heart, bro. I don't even know why, but I've been thinking about you and sending you lots of love and prayers, dude. So I hope to see you back in our Thursday night meeting, Mark Rodriguez. That would be great to have you back there, bro. Miss you, bro. Tammy, Tammy, you were one of my first interviews on, I think you were in the first, maybe, I don't even remember, 20, 30, maybe years ago. Like that's 3.5 years ago. So, yeah, you're probably not on Apple Podcasts anymore. Sorry. But hey, Lynn Serrano's in the house. Lynn Serrano. So, yeah, listen, guys, I mean, honestly, I know that, and I'm not saying this to upset anyone in any way, but Otis Winston's interview today, I felt like was my number one interview that I've had so far. It was incredible. It was just absolutely incredible. Tammy says my story sucked. Your story did not suck at all. I do remember you getting up to go answer the door or something. I don't remember what that was. I'll have to find the video and do a replay of it sometime. It's on YouTube. Oh, it was it was funny. I'm like, did she just get up and like walk away? I think you had to answer the door or something. I don't remember. You got up and walked away though. Oh my gosh. The gardener. Like you answered the door for the gardener. You got up in the middle of an interview for the gardener. That is so funny. Oh, that is so funny. Oh, I'm telling you, Lynn, you will be, he'll blow your mind. He will rock your world if you listen and just it was incredible. It was incredible. She did make it memorable. No, the leaf blower. I don't even remember what it was. Oh, the gardener had the leaf blower and you yelled at him or something. Or I don't, you got up. That's what I remember. I remember you getting up and going to the door or something. I forget what it was. Maybe you yelled at the gardener. That is so funny. Turn that off. Anyway, listen, I just want to pop on here for a minute. It's been 33 minutes. And encourage you all to go watch my interview with Otis Winston from today. I promise you, you will not regret that decision. It's literally 1 hour and 10 seconds long. I think it's like right at 1 hour. And you're just not, I mean, from the beginning, he just starts like talking about his life and his dad got in trouble and ended up in prison and all of these things. And you know, Otis could have become a statistic and he didn't. Instead, he became a champion. And I mean, it's just unbelievable for real. Lynn, you're right. That Tammy, I'm going to get a clip of that. Tammy. Oh, Tammy's mad. She's not even commenting now. She's just mad. Go watch it. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by. Unbelievable power interview. It really was. It was, Nicole says it was amazing. Like I said, if you've ever been in the mindset of I've been victimized or something bad has happened and I don't know how to change it, or I don't, go watch that interview. Even if you haven't been, like, seriously, use it as an intro. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Tammy, don't be mad. Don't leave mad. Anyway, genuinely appreciate you all. Love you all. And I hope that you take this gift. It's a gift. It was a gift that I got to interview that dude. It was a gift that God literally spoke through him. And I highly recommend that you check it out. And please join me tomorrow morning as I interview the pastor of a church that we've been going to. We've gone a couple of times. Pastor Mark Condon is going to be on tomorrow. And wait until you hear this man. He is powerful, powerful, powerful. So join me tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we break through some more walls together. You guys have a great night. Thank you for being here. Love to you all, and we will see you all tomorrow.